What's up, everyone? Welcome to Yoga with Adriene. Today we have an awesome, quick, simple sequence that you can do practically anywhere. So a lot of us just did the 30 days of yoga, which is still available if you want to do it. And we're wondering, how do we maintain this motivation and stick to our yoga every day? So hopefully this guy will be in your back pocket. Literally, you can keep it on your phone. You can do this sequence on your phone. You don't need a yoga mat. You don't need your fancy yoga pants. You can do this in your office break room or in your office or in a closet, or if you have time at home. This is a great quick little sequence to sneak in when you want to find what feels good and tend to yourself. Also stick around after the sequence. I have a little treat for you to aid in your lunchtime pleasures. Anyway, let's hop on the mat, or you don't need a mat. Let's hop on our feet and get moving. All right, so to begin today, we're going to come to a nice wide stance, maybe about hip width apart or just a little bit wider. Looked like I was getting ready for something there, just cleaning off my mat. Toes are pointing forward. And as I said before, you can practice this without a mat, but definitely take your shoes off. So if you're sneaking this in at your office, or you just ran into a nice quiet room for a quick yoga break, take off your shoes, maybe take off your socks, and go ahead and take a look down at your feet here for just a moment. Maybe lifting the toes and pressing into all four corners of the feet. So we can think about pressing into the ball joint of the big toe, pressing into the ball joint of the pinky toe, and then anchoring down through the back two corners of the heels. Then you can release the toes down, and we'll stand up nice and tall. And nothing fancy here. We're going to inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, breathe in deep. And on an exhale, slowly dropping the shoulders down, fingertips towards the earth. Here we go again. Inhale, squeeze shoulders to ears, and exhale, releasing them down. Now we're going to close the eyes and keep this going, so you can take a look or take your gaze off the video and continue this motion, moving with the breath. Inhaling, squeezing up, and then exhaling, dropping the fingertips down, shoulders down, down, down. Keep it going. Inhale, squeeze, and exhale, shoulder blades maybe begin to draw together as we anchor shoulders, fingertips down. Keep it going with your breath. And then you can add your own little flavor to this. So maybe it's circles if you're feeling kind of sleepy and soft, or maybe you've had kind of a frustrating day or just an active day and your energy or your chi is already kind of high. You might speed it up, inhaling and dropping on the exhale like so. Or nice smooth circles. So just take a couple more rounds here. A lot of us carry, right, this tension in the neck and shoulders, and even just, you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, and that can begin to collect really fast in the neck and shoulders. And so we're going to release it right here, right now. Cool. Draw the palms together at the heart now and just let the shoulders release. We can keep the feet where they are, or perhaps now you bring the feet together. Just kind of checking in with our balance and stability today. Spreading the toes. Once again, you might lift them, spread them, and then press into all four corners of the feet. We come to what we might refer to as samastitihi here, a four-part equal standing. And if you're like, what? You might check out that video. We have a video just for that. It's a cute silent video. Stand up nice and tall here. Lift your sternum to your thumbs and find a nice, long, smooth, conscious breath. So the most important thing of this little yoga break for me is just taking a moment, just a moment. We're not going to be here long. To slow down and to breathe deep. A little self-love moment. Taking this time to connect with the breath, with your energy, and nurture yourself. Kind of take care of yourself so that you can take care of others, right? Putting your oxygen mask on first and then taking care of others. Tending to your energy, your energetic health, so that you can do beautiful, loving, nice things for others. Maybe you make someone lunch after your yoga break. Maybe you leave someone a little love note. So just a moment more here, finding a nice extended inhale. And maybe playing with pushing that exhale extra long. Awesome. Then we'll drop the fingertips down and take a deep breath in as you reach all the way up towards the sky, nice and tall. Again, if you're feeling a little like, whoa, today, you can come back to that wide stance where we're at. So you have two options here, to kind of zip the energy of the legs together or to press into the feet hip width apart, really drawing energy up from the arches of the feet either way. We lengthen the tailbone down and we find some of our bandhas, if you're familiar, some of these locks that we play with in the body. Maybe Mula Bandha, drawing energy up from the pelvic floor. Maybe Uddiyana Bandha, drawing navel to spine. And if you're just like, what? Don't worry. Check out the Foundations of Yoga. But really, it's just about connecting to the energetic body. So you can really do no wrong here. The awareness is key. We inhale, spread the fingertips wide, and exhale out through the mouth. Inhale, and again, press into your feet. Maybe draw a line with the nose, look up. And exhale out through the mouth. Drop your shoulders down. Maybe widen the hands a little bit. Draw your pinkies towards the front. Deep breath in. And exhale out through the mouth. Let it go. Awesome. Take your right hand to your left wrist. Press into your left foot as you teeter-totter to the right side. Body stretch. Right shoulder comes underneath here. Deep breath in. And exhale, back to center. Take your left hand to your right wrist. Say that 5 times fast. Right wrist. And we stretch it out. Draw your left shoulder underneath. Open your heart up towards the sky. Deep breath. And exhale, back to center. Cool. Rain it down. Interlace the fingertips behind. Again, feet hip width apart or flushed together. But we press into our foundation. Open up the chest here. Deep breath in. Draw the knuckles down and away. And then maybe just a little free playtime here with the neck, with the nose. Maybe nodding yes. Oh yeah, maybe. Or no. And then maybe a couple circles round and round. Great. If that's all you have time for, take a moment here to bow your head to your hands, press the palms together, and set an intention for the rest of your day. Give thanks for the lunch you're about to have. If you have more time, let's continue on by reaching the fingertips up way high, full body stretch again. And this time on an exhale, bend your knees generously and we forward fold. So a little goes a long way here. Taking a moment to breathe in and out through the nose. Go ahead and let it out through the mouth whenever you feel inspired here. Having a little conversation with yourself, with your breath. We stretch it out, maybe grab the elbows here. You know what to do. Then on an inhale, we'll inhale, lift up to a flat back position. Follow your breath, find nice length here. And then on your exhale, so follow your breath, take it down. Great, we'll bring the fingertips to the mat and slide the right toes back. Lower your right knee and just take a couple moments to breathe here. You might rock front, back. You might widen your stance. Make sure that this front knee isn't extending over this front ankle. Let's keep it nice and stacked. And we find a little movement. If it feels right and your attire allows, you might lift your back knee up. Ooh, yeah. And then we'll plant the palms and slide the left toes back to our one and only plank we're going to do here. Stretch the calves here by pedaling the feet. Press away from the earth, so don't collapse here, but really press away from the earth. Draw your navel up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then we'll send the sit bones up and back to a downward facing dog. Man, we're going to fill 3 breaths here. So how you feel them too, is entirely up to you. You might pedal the feet. You might come to a beautiful place of stillness, grounding. You might press into your knuckles. You might bend the knees generously. Everyone melt your heart back. Fill your 3 breaths with love. A little lunchtime love. A little gratitude. And then after your 3 breaths, we're going to step the right foot up into our lunge and lower the left knee down. Okay, same thing as before here. We just take a little moment to explore. Where are you sore? Where are you tight? Playing in this low lunge. And we can always keep that left knee down. Or if your body's feeling it, you might lift it up for a moment or two, filling these moments with full deep breaths. And then we'll send that left foot back in, taking a couple steps or one big step all the way up back to that forward fold. Great. Inhale, halfway lift once again. And exhale, bow. Awesome. We're going to bring the fingertips to the mat. And now we're going to widen the feet. Toes are going to turn out left to right. And we're going to squat back down. Hopefully you didn't wear a mini skirt to work today. Just kidding. And we're going to come to a little yogic squat. So this might seem a little far-fetched, but you really can do this anywhere. And again, we don't need the yoga mat. We can just kind of drop to our feet. It's great if you're not wearing shoes here to kind of stretch the poor blocks of feet that we stand on, that we walk on. If you are in a more comfy place and you do have your stretchy pants on or something, you might come to a little malasana variation here. So often we skip yoga practice because we don't have the right clothes on, we don't have enough time, or like there's all these excuses, right? I know, I do it too. But here we kind of no excuse. Even if you're here just playing with your feet, if you did wear that mini skirt to work today. It's not very feminist of me. I'm just playing. You know I'm a Hepburn pant wearing, anyway. Try not to be too silly on the first video back of the year. But it's a little lunch break yoga, so we can have some fun. Take one more breath wherever you are, my friends. Nice, conscious, full, nourishing breath in. And then on your exhale, gently release. Okay, we're going to come to seated here. We're going to send the legs out nice and long. Take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall. As you exhale, hug that right knee all the way up and in. Okay, this is a little moment for the hips. It's going to be yummy. So you might just take your foot and cradle it like a baby here. If your body allows, you might even take your foot into this kind of hook of your elbow and cradle it even more. If you're new to the practice, you'll be surprised how quickly this will stretch with regular practice. So if you're new and you're like, this is all I got right here, a little toe movement, that's great. Just check in with the hip. You can also rock a little front to back. So to each his own here, sit up nice and tall. And then we're going to take it into a twist. So we'll release the right foot to the ground. Inhale, send the left fingertips up high, high, high. Stretch through the left side body. And then we'll turn towards the right side, moving into a gentle twist. Nice, long, smooth, deep breath sweeping up and down the spine here. Really gentle, really yummy as we breathe in and out. And then we'll release back to center. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll take a deep breath in. And exhale, hug old left knee up into your heart. And in your own time, we come to check in with this left hip. So a little movement here. This is also just giving us a moment to sit up nice and tall and to check in with our posture. To remind ourselves that it's all connected. So as we work, as we continue to task master throughout the rest of the day, we can still kind of do it with this awareness of the spine and the full body experience. After a couple rocks, go ahead and take your left foot to the ground, and we'll inhale, reach the right fingertips up high, breathe through the left side body as you stretch, 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 and then we'll take it over into our twist. So it's not really about how far you can go. In fact, resist the urge to lean back, sit up nice and tall, head over heart, heart over pelvis, and we breathe. Nice, rejuvenating, revitalizing breaths into that lower belly. Our mind begins to think of lunch, and we acknowledge those thoughts and come back to the breath. Cool. Then we'll slowly unravel. And we have a couple options here, okay? If you're at home, you have your mat, you have your blanket out or something, then go ahead and take a moment to come to flat back and rest. Oh yeah, baby. So stay here and relax, decompress. You might draw a couple lines with the nose back and forth here, massaging the back of the head. If you're not in a place where you necessarily feel comfortable lying on the ground, you know, I like to keep it real. Come back to your desk chair, your office chair, your kitchen stool, and sit up nice and tall. So you're settling in for a brief shavasana here, shavasana, corpse pose, lying flat on the ground, or you're coming to a nice comfortable seat. And if you're sitting up, see if you can go ahead and ground the feet, both feet on the ground. Sitting up nice and tall, wherever you are, my friends, take a moment to just close your eyes and relax, decompress. It's so hard to kind of stop and slow down. We're so used to moving, you know, kind of hurried and rushed. So here we just take an unhurried moment for ourselves. Again, acknowledging how important this is so that we can give back to others, so that we can give, so that we can serve others, so that we can make someone lunch, so that we can leave a little kindness in our trail. If you find this moment right here, right now, really challenging, welcome to the club. It's hard to slow down. So we'll just take 3 more breaths, filling 3 more breaths in your own time. Just nice, quiet stillness here. And then after 3 breaths, we'll slowly bat the eyelashes open. Open your eyes, draw your palms together at your heart. And we seal this deal by bowing to one another. Namaste. This is our first video back of the new year, and I'm very grateful. The lesson here, the idea is that a little bit of yoga goes a long way. So do what you can. Let's stay committed to practicing a little bit of yoga every day, and I'll see you next time. Namaste. All right, my friends, so awesome job. This is a sequence that you can literally keep in your back pocket, right? You can have this bookmarked on your phone, or you can even memorize this and have it as a go-to, just kind of lunch break yoga moment, a little feed your soul and stretch your body moment to tend to the self. Of course, the idea again being that we nurture ourselves and we take the time to do the work and check in with our bodies so that we are more capable and open and available to do loving, beautiful things for others, like making someone lunch or even just making yourself lunch. So my big surprise is I'd like to share a lunch recipe with you. I was able to collaborate with Kin Community on an awesome show called Crazy Happy Cooking. The idea is kind of taking the principles of yoga, you know, and bringing them into the kitchen. So finding what feels good, breaking the rules a little bit, working with what you got. So hop on over there to check out my tartine recipe and let me know what you think in the comments down there below. It was super fun to make, and I think it really kind of goes with this idea of taking, you know, a moment each day. You don't need a big fancy gym membership. You can just kind of do it in the comfort of your own home. You can even do a little yoga in your kitchen while you cook and find what feels good. Taking the time, making the time to tend to yourself so you can do wonderful things with your life and serve others. Sounds pretty good to me. All right, let me know what you think down below. Take this with you every day. There's no excuse now, you know, take this yoga with you into your office, share it with your coworkers, do it with your kids, and take good care. Love you guys so much. I'll see you next week. Regular videos are rocking and rolling. We got lots of fun stuff. 30 days of yoga continues. I think that's all for now. We bring our palms together and I bow to you.